Hello friends, and welcome to my Beetlejuice V-Nail makeup challenge entry. I am just drawing up the outline of what I wanted this makeup look to look like. I asked you guys if you wanted to see a behind the scenes of this entire look. I think with the makeup and making props, yes indeed props, I drew a little shrunken head prop and I'm gonna paint my hand like the shrimp hands. And entirely with the prop and makeup, it took me probably 12 hours. I just thought this was such a cool idea because I've never seen not only just the shrunken head, but the shrimp hands as well. And in the past, we've done Beetlejuice with the sandworm, and we've done a shrunken head look, but never anything quite like this. And it was so much fun to let my brain have the freedom of making all these amazing, creative, cool plans. So now that we have the blueprint for this project, let's get started. So this prop was basically made out of aluminum foil, tissue paper, liquid latex, prosaide, and some old prosaide that I molded onto the head. So while I am creating this shrunken head from the Beetlejuice 2 movie, that was so incredible, you should definitely watch it, I wanted to talk about the origins and history of this movie being created, which was created in 1988, which is actually the year of my birth, by Michael McDowell, who wanted to try the movie business after being inspired by famous movies like Ghostbusters and Poltergeist. McDowell wanted to write his own supernatural movie script. After joining his partner Lawrence, they thought about an idea for the script, and while they were coming up with ideas, they became annoyed with their families, so it actually became an inspiration for the creation of Beetlejuice. His partner Lawrence actually tweaked the concept by changing the evil ghosts into the good ones and making the humans that lived in the house bad. And by combining these elements, they were able to create a basic movie plot from this basic structure. And that's where they would build all of the other elements from this original script, switching sides of humans being bad and ghosts being good. Before going through countless rewrites of the original Beetlejuice movie, they wanted to make this a straight horror movie, have it be a lot more graphic and disturbing, along the lines of The Exorcist, instead of it being a goofy comedy that it eventually became. Originally, Beetlejuice was going to be a winged demon that took the form of a Middle Eastern man, and instead of being a prankster, Beetlejuice was originally going to be a murderer, whose intent was to slaughter the Dietz family instead of trying to scare them. Within all of this, the most disturbing part of the original script was that Beetlejuice also had an intent to have his way with Lydia in the nicest way possible. I can make that. It's actually very much more darker than that, with the Dietz's family daughter. The Maitlands, who were the husband and wife that came before the Dietz family, their death was going to be originally a lot more graphic, with this couple dying from a horrible drowning that would have been a lot more gruesome and disturbing than the scene was in the movie. But then the ending of this movie would have been much more darker, with Lydia dying and joining the Matlins in the afterlife. And after receiving feedback from the studios and going through even more rewrites, they eventually got the version of the script that we see in the actual final movie. With the success of the creator Tim Burton making Pee-wee's Big Adventure, he was ready to take on a film that expressed his love for all things scary, bizarre, and putrid. I hope you guys liked this history and how my shrunken head came out. Now it's time to turn into Beetlejuice himself. I wanted his shrunken head version of Beetlejuice as like one of the Bob characters, and I needed to make sure, if I'm really going to do this well, I wanted to put prosthetics, so I flattened my eyebrows and slapped on a bald cap. This one's from Mehron. You could purchase it online. It's a pretty great bald cap for the price, and I'm cutting out, areas for me to poke the ears through. I love these kits because they come with the correct makeup for this bald cap as well, because if you do the wrong one, put the wrong makeup on, it could actually split. And I did the edges with some liquid latex and a red stipple sponge. And then I started to put on the foam latex prosthetics. These are from Burmans Labratories. When you put on prosthetics like this, I like to start in the middle of my face, so I did my nose first and then attach to the bridge of my nose this really cool, more rugged, male figured brow piece. Now this prosthetic is slightly yellow, but I use male Pax paint in like a deathly corpse color to paint over it. And then I had to color match my foundation to look like not only the corpse death paint, but also that yellow tinge of the prosthetic under. Because if you didn't know, V. Neal, when she did Beetlejuice's original makeup, she made his skin a little bit yellow so they would off balance from the black and white costume, I assume, but so that it would really pop too with the green moss. And I did an eyeshadow look of a matte dark purple smoky eye. And I was using this palette from Beauty Creations where I got these amazing colors from the Jasmine palette, and I put some matte black eyeshadow to really smoke it out. And then I got to painting the wrinkles and fine lines with some black and gray alcohol paints, and I even got that alcohol paint to put some stipple on his face. I feel like Beetlejuice has a lot of stipple, so I made sure to do that in texture and give him a nice nude shiny lip. Then I got this bright matte mossy green eyeshadow color to put across his face, and it really frames his face well. I absolutely love the moss idea that they put on Beetlejuice. Then I got some prosaide with a Q-tip and start putting actual crafting moss on my face. These mosses are kind of expensive. I got a variety for like $20, and I put some matte black eyeshadow to give the moss more depth so it doesn't look like I just stuck chewing gum on my face. Then I got this gray wig that I actually applied upside down and painted some of it green. Now it's time for the shrimp hands. I got some like this corally orange paint to do the base of my hand, and then some red paint to do the details and lines of the shrimps, especially in those knuckles to make them look like little ringlets of the shrimps. And some black, you use some gray, really get this like really cool. There's a lot of really great photos of the shrimp hands to look from, and I even pasted later on some tissue paper to make the shrimp tails on the hands and put my shrunken head on my shoulder with the outfit. This turned out so amazingly cool, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this process. I asked you guys on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can find me there if you guys would like to see this process, because it was so long but so fun, and I put my heart and soul into this, and I'm really proud of myself for making this look, and I hope you enjoyed it. More videos to come. See you later. Bye.